Hey guys, we're back. Mont and Ash, the podcast.
Hey guys.
Yes, Ash is here. The more I say it, the more it sounds funny, and I love saying it. Mont and Ash, the podcast.
Yes. It's a nice little ring to it.
Yes, very different, very unique.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, here it is, episode number 4.
Yes,
Moving
episode
right
number
on up
4.
there.
Did I say phone? Oh my god.
Girl, I don't know what you said, but it was
Episode
funny.
4, not episode phone. And we're definitely not going to be editing this out, guys. Just to let you know. We're
This
not
is the
going
real
to.
what we get is what we give you.
We're giving you the candid, real deal stuff right here, guys. No outtakes, no nothing, just straight up content.
Content, okay. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Ladies, go first. You ask me any questions you want to ask.
All right. Have you ever thought a cartoon was hot, and if so, which cartoon?
Yeah.
Cartoon character.
Yeah, you're way too young for this.
Try me.
Okay. Remember, now I'm not even talking about Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit's even not even on the table.
Right.
Do you remember Droopy Dog?
Yes, I remember Droopy Dog.
Okay. So remember he there used to be a dog, and they used to try to get this woman that was always singing at a bar.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if you ever think about it, the Jim Carrey in The Mask, you know, he's
Yes.
going for Cameron Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing the dog whistle, and his eyes are popping out of his head.
Yes.
He gets that from a Droopy cartoon. So the
Yes.
original woman who did that, oh, I forgot her name, but that used to be a famous celebrity back then in the 50s, I think it was. And so back then, I'm like, she had like the perfect hips.
Of course.
Big waist, small waist, big bust.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was my celebrity cartoon crush.
Okay.
Way back then. I could so play it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Type up any Droopy.
Yes.
Tex Avery.
It's been a while since I watched Droopy Dog because, like, you know, my parents used to watch those cartoons, and then they want to show it to me. And my grandpa, you know, he would watch like Bugs Bunny, all these other things. So when I first moved here, just like on Saturday mornings when I was staying with them, they would, you know, he would watch like Bugs Bunny, Pink Panther, and we would just watch cartoons together.
Go on YouTube and type in Looney Tunes or Bugs Bunny. They have like 5 hours worth of just Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yeah, and also that's like a lot of times on like basic TV. That was what was on TV because I didn't like we had cable off and on growing up when I was a kid, but most of the time we couldn't afford cable, and if we did, it was only for like maybe a year, and then we're like, we're dropping it, we can't afford it. So
that was with me, and everybody had Nickelodeon but me growing up. I was like, man, I miss them so much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I got it. I don't care less.
Yeah, it's so amazing because like I'm like, oh my gosh, nostalgia. I get to watch things like Lizzie McGuire, Clarissa Explains It All, or just like different shows that most millennials watch. And I watch some of these, and I'm like, these are cheesy as fuck.
I know it.
I'm like, my taste in TV shows and movies are so much different than when I was a kid because. You know, I was homeschooled, so when I was watching Lizzie McGuire, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And now I'm like, oh my god, I was such a dork back in the day.
The only cartoon I like now, I'm gonna say the only, but the only one I still kind of giggle and laugh at is SpongeBob.
I never got into SpongeBob.
He's just as dumb, and Patrick is as stupid. Mm-hmm. And it's not Bugs Bunny cartoons, but it's almost slightly reminiscent of Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yeah.
Because Bugs Bunny, they hurt each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, seriously hurt each other, and they come back every episode. Whatever. Mm-hmm. So SpongeBob does that to himself a lot. He hurts himself all the time.
Yeah.
Patrick, same thing. So I like that. Give me the slapstick. I don't want a serious cartoon. Slapstick.
Yeah. Like, I like adult cartoons. And, like, even as a kid...
Okay, but when you say adult, yes, give me examples.
Like Bob's Burgers.
Okay, yeah. Simpsons. Family Guy.
But it's been... Like, I hate to say this, but it needs to retire.
Oh, my God.
Like, I watched
Simpsons has been around forever.
Simpsons,
and
too.
I love the Simpsons, but they need to retire.
Yeah, they do. They really do, too. Like, it's great stuff, but also it's just like, you guys are bring ideas. I love Rick and Morty.
I've recently gotten to Rick and Morty. I'm not saying I'm a diehard fan yet, but it is growing on me.
Yes, I actually have Rick and Morty earrings.
Earrings?
Yes, I should wear them sometime for you guys. I found them on this place called Poshmark.
Oh, really?
It's where people like sell like their like newly or like new tag stuff.
It's a step above garage selling.
It is. It's like fantastic stuff. Like you can like I actually got these shoes. You can't see them over. They're now worn out because I've had them for a while, but they're like basically new, and I got them for like half of the price or more than half of the price on Poshmark. So like I can get designer stuff for so much cheaper if I really want to be bougie. And I'm not a bougie person, even though I actually had a guy tell me once
that you were bougie.
He's like, oh man, he's like, oh, he was like, oh, I thought you were bougie. I was like, what do you mean? Like, what, like, he's like, well, you're actually pretty cool and laid back. I'm like, so you thought I was a bitch, basically. That's what you thought, right? So after that, when he said that, like, we're still friends or whatever, but, like, I had a thing for him, but after he said that, I'm like, I even asked, like, guys in the comedy world, I'm like, so is bougie a good thing or a bad thing when it's going towards you? And they're like, it's bad. I'm like, oh shit, he thought I was a bitch, basically, I guess.
That's funny.
Because, like, I can, like, right now, I'm chilled because I just got off of work. I didn't want to be late for work, so I just grab and go my shit, and I'm just chilled right now. No makeup, no nothing. I don't give a shit. Hey, at least you know what my real face is, guys. but yeah, that's really when it comes to that.
It's always good to be bougie about certain things.
Yes.
If you like things a certain way, then well, you should spoil yourself that way. Mm-hmm. But to be like that all the time, that's kind of crazy.
Right.
So it all depends on his context. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. So who knows what he really meant by that?
I don't know. I really don't.
Oh
well. When it comes to cartoons for me, when I was a kid, I thought Shang from Mulan was hot.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like, he got the build, and, like, if he was, like, a real-life person, he would be hot.
Interesting.
So, yes, that's
I never thought any of the Disney princesses look hot.
Well, it's funny because, like, he's not a prince. He's, like, a war commander type of thing.
Yeah, I get it.
But also, yes, I do agree. All the other princes are not hot. Like, most girls, sorry girls out there, I know us millennials, we love our Disney, but most of the time people are like, oh, Prince Eric, he's so hot. I'm like, no, he wasn't.
No.
Even, like, the Beast, when he becomes a human, it's just like, you should just stay a beast. You are a lot, like, more masculine looking than Fabio here.
That's funny.
If you don't know who Fabio is, that's a 90s, 80s term.
Hit in the face with a bird.
Yeah. A lot of women, like, dream to be with him. He was like, I can't believe it's not butter commercials.
Yes.
If you don't know what that is,
Google
Gen Z, Google it.
That was always my biggest fear is to get hit by a bird on a roller coaster, and it happened to him. I've gotten hit by bugs before, but a bird.
I didn't know that. I did not.
You didn't know it? Oh my God! We gotta Google it and look it up later. On a roller coaster, he gets hit by a bird, and his nose is like bleeding.
Oh wow! Well, I mean that makes sense because of
the force,
the velocity, the G-force and everything. But, yeah, that's crazy. I did not know that.
Oh, my God, where you been? Oh, that's something funny.
I mean, Fabio was a thing when I was, like, a kid. But also, like, you know, I'm sure, like, women in my family are like, oh, Fabio. And I'm like, cartoons as a kid, you know? I didn't think Fabio was hot. But then again, I wasn't boy crazy at the time either.
Wasn't he on a bunch of erotic novels and stuff like that?
Like on like the books and everything.
Yeah, he gets a cover art.
Art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably on soap operas too, but you know, some of my family members are still into soap operas, but they're more into like British soap operas than like American soap operas.
Next question.
Yes. Next
you have
question.
one, or want me to ask one?
Well, I asked you one, so it should be your
When
turn.
you're looking at a person from across the room, what is the first thing that attracts you to them? Their looks. Give me surface.
Surface, I would say their smile.
Ah, that is my answer.
Second one is, do they have a nice butt?
You're straight to the butt.
Yes, like nice smile. Okay, great. Do they have a nice butt?
Okay.
Do they got buns of steel?
They don't have to be made of steel. Okay, do you like a hard butt or jiggly butt? Because I've
A
never
little
liked,
bit in between. Like,
I've never
not,
liked that term, buns of steel. Who wants a steel hard butt?
like,
I want some
that
jiggle
looks
to it.
like it could be, but it's still a little bit, I don't know, like Greek god statue type of look, I guess.
Muscle definition,
Yes, muscle definition is great.
but not hard as steel.
No, that would probably break my hand.
You would have spanked somebody. Ah, see, the truth comes out.
I plead the fifth.
Oh my God. Well, it's nice knowing you. I almost did it.
You almost did. You almost did. But what about you?
The smile. I always pay attention to the smile. And a lot of times I like a straight posture. I know it sounds crazy.
Right.
I hate people who slouch over. I hate hunchbacks. Everybody knows one. I'm sorry, but stand straight up and proud. It shows you on the inside that you're proud of the outside.
I would agree with that.
So a smile and posture. That sounds crazy, but yes, those come first.
Well, we've always been taught like posture, posture, posture.
Yeah.
But now these days too, like when you're like at a table or something, like you're always hunching over because of your phone and everything, or.
But still, I try to. At least me for myself.
I've been trying to catch myself more often with
Just
that.
give me. I'm wanting to see a good posture. I'm going to give you one. So most times when I'm at a bar drinking, this is another thing about me. I don't like to sit down. If you ever drank and sat down and then stand up and feel woozy, no, cancel all that out. Just stand up anyway.
Right.
So you always got your balance. You always got your mentality.
And you're always able to survey the room as well. Because you never know. You might find someone that you're attracted to. I'm not afraid to approach a man.
And I like a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to be dancing all over the walls and everything else, but just show me that
you're enjoying yourself.
There you go.
That's like another thing too, because like I like to go for guys that I can tell are having a good time. I don't go for the guys that are like just chilling by themselves, trying to be mysterious, what it seems like in a woman's mind or whatever. But those are usually the ones that are trouble to me. But I want to be around people that know how to have fun, life at the party. Like, I don't mind a guy that wants to chill, relax, but I want like a good in between when it comes to a man. And I'm sure that's like same with men when it comes to women. Like, they want a good in between where it's like, yes, like you can get dressed up to the nines, be the life of the party, and then sometimes just chill at home in your sweatpants.
There you go.
And that's what I want in a man too, like
versatility.
Yeah, versatility. Like, there's so many guys, like, this is embarrassing to even say, but I've dated guys that were like sneakerheads.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't really know what a sneakerhead was until I dated one.
Interesting.
And
that's a lot of money to be a sneakerhead.
Well, yeah, it is, and they're usually the one living in their mom's basements.
I respect it because I like sneakers, but I can't afford to be a sneakerhead.
Right.
So I appreciate the different styles that come out. Everything looks different. Everything's unique. It's like, it's all, as you go out in public, everybody doesn't match. Everybody doesn't wear the same clothes.
Right, which is nice.
Yes. So I want versatility. So I want a versatile way of you being yourself.
Yes.
But that's expensive being a sneakerhead.
It is. And, like, you complain about, like, oh, like, me getting you this or that is expensive. I'm like, dude, talk about what's expensive. If you didn't spend $500 on those fucking sneakers, you be able to afford it. Also, you live in your mom's fucking basement while I have my own place. Like, yeah, I have a roommate, but I'm paying for my own rent. I don't have mommy and daddy holding my hand.
And see,
You know?
my question about sneakerheads, too, is it an investment that you're going to turn around and sell later? Or are you just keeping it just for the hell of it?
The one that I dated, it was more for the hell of it, it seems like. And, like, it's funny because he would always be like, I hate it when men are like, oh, you're just so smart. You're making me feel stupid.
That means you are stupid.
Exactly. It's like, you know all the history of fucking shoes.
But you focus it in one direction.
You
now,
focus one direction. I'm
you ain't
like,
got nowhere else to
it's
go.
called Google, it's called YouTube, it's called dictionaries, it's called encyclopedias, books, you name it. There's so many different things that you can inform yourself on, but you choose to inform all your energy on this. I choose to inform my energy on everything that I can get my hands on. I'm a very random-minded person, and you've heard it in some of my comments of what comes out of my mouth. But there's sometimes I'm like, you know, how do you make this? You know, how do you do that? Like, I learned how to, you know, change a few things in my car on YouTube by myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not going to get fucked over by some mechanic that's going to overcharge me because I'm a woman. I'm like, I'm going to change my headlights by myself, and I did it. It works. It still works. It's been months since I've changed it.
You go, girl.
And some guys are like, I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to change a tire.
No.
I tried, like, I remember one time I popped a tire, and I was going to do it myself. I'm like, I'm going to figure it out. And, like, this nice older man, I know generations are different and everything. I was like, hey, just teach me how to do it. He's like, no, I'll just do it for you. I'm like, no. Teach me how to do it. Because, like, you're a nice man and everything, but the next man that tries to help me could be the next Ted Bundy 2.0.
Yes.
Or the Green River Killer. I'm from
Yes.
Washington State, so we got a few serial killers
That's funny.
underneath the belt right there. Sorry, Washington State, but you do. But yeah, like, those different types of things is just like, yes, I want a guy to help me out with things, but also I want to prove to myself that I can do those things, you know? Like, still be an independent
It's
woman.
better to do it together versus
Yes.
you do it versus I do it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was trying to have the, like, older man do, is just, like, teach me.
Yeah.
Teach me how to do it, so if this ever happens to me again, I can't call you,
True.
type of thing. So, if I'm in a pinch, I can do it myself. He didn't take that opportunity to teach me. He just wanted to be like, well, I'm a man. I'm going to do it for you. Which is great. I appreciate it.
Look over his shoulder. Like, look, I'm gonna watch
I was
everything you do.
watching. But, you know, it would have been nice to have him explain, like, hey, this is what you do. All this other stuff. These are my tips to make sure that you're safe so that if you ever have to do it yourself, you can do it.
Can you do it now?
Right.
Can you change your tire?
Right.
Yes. I love
can.
it. I love it. I love it. Okay. And you got another question? You want to keep going? Your
Let's
turn.
see. What's the most interesting dream you've ever had?
When you say dreams, let me say this about my dreams.
Okay.
My dreams are basically Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Let me tell you, explain why. Every time I dream, I find myself in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
There's some parallel going on, and I got to get myself out of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I will find a way to get out of it. Yeah, it may start out as a nightmare. I don't care if it's Freddy Krueger and Jason chasing me. I got to find a way to now get out of this dream or get out of the situation I'm in. So all my dreams are, hey, you're in trouble. Now figure out how a way to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound weird, sound crazy, but it's true.
No, that's not weird at all. Like, I've had dreams in the past before where I was, like, part of, like, the FBI, CIA, and I'm, like, saving prime ministers from bomb attacks and all these other things. But the most interesting, craziest dream that I can remember is, have you ever watched The Mandalorian?
Yes.
So...
Oh my God, you nerd.
I am a nerd. It's a little erotic.
Oh
so
my God.
So if you don't want to hear this, guys, you can fast forward.
No, go ahead.
Kidding. So I had a dream that I was being chased by stormtroopers in like Tatooine or someplace in the Star Wars realm type of thing.
That's hilarious.
And the Mandalorian saves me. Like he beats the shit out of all the stormtroopers, and I'm just like, well, hello. It's the voice. It's so the voice that gets me going. Let's just say that. That's like another celebrity crush that I
Oh
have.
my God.
Like character, I guess, fictional character. That's my crush. Is the Mandalorian.
You nerd.
I am a nerd. I am proud to say I'm a nerd. Let's just say.
Keep going with this dream. I like
Yes.
it.
And so it starts to get hot and steamy.
Oh my God! You just cleaned up his mask.
I probably was, but I don't remember that part of the dream. He keeps the mask on, but everything else was disrobed.
Oh my God.
And let's just say, wham bam, thank you ma'am, big O
That's hilarious.
for myself. And then I woke up and I was really happy that day. I
bet
was
you
not in
was.
a bad mood or anything. So, I
Let me-
mean, if a man showed up dressed up as a Mandalorian, there's no telling what I would do.
Let me tell you a mistake that Star Wars has done that's in my book. I wish they wouldn't have done it.
Okay.
Okay, now you know the original first three.
Yes.
A New Hope, Return of the Jedi. I'm sorry, yeah, Return of the Jedi. Nope. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. It didn't
Yes.
Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Original three. At those original three, you did not see Darth Vader take his mask off at all until number 3.
Right.
I wish they would do that to every character now. Not every character has to take their mask off.
Mm-hmm.
So Kylo Ren, he had to take his mask off. No, wait until maybe the 3rd in the series, then take your mask off.
Yes.
So same thing with the Mandalorian. I love it. Great show, great movie. Don't take
Spoiler.
don't take your mask off. Leave it on. I want the mystery. I don't want to know
Yes.
who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody who takes their mask off, no, keep it on, Star Wars.
It's like unsolicited dick pics.
Yeah.
Like, I actually received one the other day. Like, it
wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you. It was funny. I was telling like one of our other like fellow comedians about it. He's like, it wasn't me. I'm like, I know it wasn't you because this guy was just like
That's
this
funny.
big from what the photos was. He's
Wow.
like, I was like, what did I call it? I called it like a chubby something or another. Like, it wasn't that big. It was just a chubby thing.
The way you making your faces look.
And he's just like, well, it's not fully erected. I'm like, no, it was fully erected. It's just fat.
That is
But not
hilarious.
impressive. Like, I swear, like, any guy that sends an unsolicited dick pic, it's nothing to brag about. It really isn't
I
something to
don't
brag
get
about.
the mentality of guys doing that.
I don't get it either. It's just like, if I want something, I'd rather it be in person.
In person.
Like,
Or if you ask me for it and we're dating, yes, I'll give it to you. But
yeah.
unless we're dating, I'm not just randomly sending you one.
Right. It's like, dude,
That's hilarious.
that's... Ugh. I even told him, like, I don't appreciate unsolicited dick pics. I really don't.
The fact
And,
that they're called unsolicited.
I mean, it's basically
It's funny.
just, like, it would be like someone, like, that's going door to door to your house and they just walk straight right in and be like, hello, here is my product.
That's funny.
Because I've done that before. I've worked...
You should.
Well, I've never walked in through someone's door before or
You just
anything.
show them product.
But, you know, I've been door to door selling products before and everything. I won't say what type of products or anything because I don't want to get in trouble for that eventually. You know. But I've done it before and, like, no one ever is happy to see you. Ever when you come to the door, they're like, what do you want? Are you
Here we
are
go
you like
again.
religious, like a religious personnel? What are you selling? And no, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you have to win them over a lot of times. But guess what? You're not gonna win me over with your dick. Well, a picture of it at least. I want to see it in person.
That's hilarious.
And then we can go from there. Because I consented to that. You sent me a photo, I didn't consent to that.
That's
So
hilarious.
guys out there, if you have a secret dick society and you're showing each other's dicks off, Guess what? The guy that said, yeah, you should send it is probably hoping that you get turned down and he takes that woman out of your hands instead. You're welcome.
Giving dating advice now.
I mean, we can go like little tidbits of dating. Guys, I'm your wing woman trying to help you out with this. Also, it might help you out with dating me. So.
You just need a date. That's all you need.
I do.
Aww. Any more questions you want me to ask?
It's actually.
This is simple. What do you do in your spare time?
So when I'm not doing comedy, not doing podcasting, I'm usually hanging out with like friends, either going out and eating. I love food.
Okay.
And I work out.
There you go.
I'll go hiking. I'll do weights, Pilates. I try to stay active.
Yeah.
I love to cook, so I can cook really anything. Even though I'm vegan, you can cook really anything, guys, when it comes to being vegan. I like to go out and drink and have fun. I go hang out with my dad a lot of times, too. So him and I will go karaoke,
Really?
play pool, play darts. He kicks my ass in pool, I kick his ass in darts. Because I wear contacts, and he probably should be wearing glasses. Like when he's playing pool, at least he can see up close, Like he has his own pool stick with a pool stick holder.
Yeah.
And when I saw him with that for the very first time, I'm like, oh shit, he means business.
But is he good though?
He is.
Really?
He really is. I was impressed. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But he kicks my ass every single time whenever we play pool. Darts, on the other hand, I can get a bullseye pretty decently.
He can't get one.
Not like he can here and there, but like I'm better at darts than I am at pool. And he's actually great with karaoke.
Really?
Yeah, like he can do like White Wedding, like all the like 80 songs perfectly. And of course, for me, I'm like doing like more of the current type stuff.
Does he live here in Nashville?
He does.
What? Oh, wait, don't.
He's like 10 minutes away from where I live.
Okay. Here's the thing. I know it's kind of weird on a weekday.
Mm-hmm.
We boys at them have karaoke nights on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but
Okay.
Tuesdays you have a $100 contest that you can win on your butts.
I'm gonna have to tell my dad about that because he has a job now where he gets off at a certain time now. So instead of being on the road all the time, he's home every night. So I might tell him about that because he's actually pretty good. He actually used to play guitar when I was growing up. Like he would be jamming in like his little office. Never played in bands or anything,
Really?
but like he was pretty decent at it for being self-taught. So he tried to teach me, but I'm left-handed. So that's another interesting fact. I'm left-handed.
You're left-handed. I didn't know that. Interesting.
So
yeah,
he tried to teach me. So
they have a karaoke contest, and I know three of my good friends. They love singing karaoke. Well, I got more, but three good ones. And all three wasn't there this past Tuesday. I'm like, man, I should go up and try to win this. So I'm like, now I'm not doing it.
yeah.
I can sing karaoke when I'm drunk. I don't care.
Oh yeah. Same.
Whatever. But for a contest, no, I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But yeah, he'll if he say he's good with the 80s music, because 80s music, a lot of people know the lyrics and they will sing along with you. And with that being said, I would say he would do it because he would win the crowd over.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes it's more about the stage performance than just sitting up there and singing.
Yeah, he has a great stage performance.
Yes.
And interesting as it is, like the times I've hung out with him, if we're around his friends, he has, lady friends. And like they'll come up to me like, do you think your dad thinks I'm cute?
Oh my God. I'm gonna get
like, what do you think your
later.
dad thinks about me? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like,
oh my God.
I'm like, he seems cool with you from the interactions that I've seen over. Like, I've seen my dad flirt a couple of times before, which when I first saw that, I'm like, that's weird and different. But, at least he was being comfortable around me, I guess. But, he definitely is a very charismatic type of person. And it's really interesting because, like, before when I was growing up as a kid, I'm like, he wasn't really like that. But then, you know, when I was out of, you know, when I was in college and out of college, I'm like, who is this man?
People change over time.
Yeah, they do. I'm like, did an alien abduct him? Like, I don't really believe in aliens per se. Like, it could be a
Your
possibility.
dad is an alien.
He might be. The aliens might have took over his body. I don't really know.
Oh, that's awesome. And with that being said, that's another show.
Yeah.
We ended on Dad.
Yes.
Love your dad.
Love you, Dad. So that's my shout out for today is I got you, dude.
Oh, that's awesome. Love, peace, and hair grease. Like and subscribe. We're out of here.
All right, bye, guys.